Okay, so let's talk about caption writing. What I want to do here is I'm literally just going to go over some of my captions and I want to teach you a couple really important things. These are some really, really important things that are going to factor into other things that we're going to talk about here. So think about a caption's job is to do two things, okay? First job of a caption is to get the reel, if this is a caption on a reel, it's to get the reel to loop. So if we pull this up, this caption takes so long to read that this footage over here plays more than one time. You can see here how it repeats. It's because this is a long caption. And so the job of your caption, one job of your caption is to be long enough and helpful enough and like a good enough piece of content that it loops, because each loop tells the Instagram algorithm, this is such a good reel. People are watching it more than once. So that's the first job. Second job of your caption is to get your reader to do something else. So once they've read the caption, there should be a very clear next step. Every single one of your captions should have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now examples of captions that I've written and what the goal was, so you can get an idea of what this is going to look like, okay? So let's just take my most recent captions. We'll just look at them together. So this one is a very simple caption, not long. Now, I'm glad that this is a short one because I want you to notice that it's a short one on a reel or on a post that is not a reel. It's a caption, so it doesn't need to loop. So we can do a short caption. So it's, here's how to get my funnel. 1, send me a DM with the word funnel. 2, comment down below so I know to send you the link. This will be very helpful. So it's a call to action to get a freebie. Now I want you to pay attention to this 2-step process, because this is how you're going to make a lot of money. So you'll see this come up over and over again in the captions that I show you. Don't feel like you need to write it down. You'll see it a lot. But I just want you to pay attention to this 2-step process where I have them send me a DM and I have them comment down below. Okay. So let's look at this reel. So really long caption. Call to action here is follow for more helpful stuff, just like this. So the next step in this caption is to get followers. Let's look at this one. Really long, really long. Follow for more helpful content. Let's look at this one. Oh, surprise, surprise. Send me a DM with the word client. Comment down below. And all these commenting done are boosting it in the algorithm. Let's check this one out. So this one, this is actually really interesting. I kind of broke my own rule here, but I will say the exceptions are the things that prove the real. The exceptions are the things that prove the rule. So when I make a heartfelt post, which this was a very sincere, very heartfelt post, I always feel a little funny putting a call to action. And this was like really important stuff that I was talking about here. So it didn't feel appropriate to be like, download my freebie. We're talking about something really serious here. And so in that case, I used my brain and I said, okay, this time I'm just going to share a little like heart, basically. And that's okay. Sometimes that's important. I'll give you another example of a time where I felt like it was more appropriate to not. Here we go. This is this one. I'll turn the audio on for this one. So this was, it felt weird. I feel into it. It feels weird putting a caption about pitching and stuff. So I just put a couple emojis because that felt more appropriate. So in general, though, you're not going to get that. You are going to get very long captions with a call to action, either to follow or let's find one where, oh yeah, this was another heartfelt one. So sometimes I do the emojis. Sometimes I do a call, look at me, breaking my rules everywhere. With the June, I don't know. I mean, this one got good engagement, but I don't know. I don't feel like this accomplishes anything. So, I try a lot of different things, but I kind of feel like these kind of things, they don't accomplish things. So yeah, I would say I broke my own rule. Don't do this. Don't do what I did here, because yeah, we got conversations going, but I didn't really make any money from this post. And the whole goal is to make money from this. So that being said, I would keep doing either calls to captions that look like this, where they're commenting to get a freebie, or like follow me below kind of thing like this here. Let's do a couple more examples. And then we'll talk about like actually what's in those long ones. So let me just do a couple more examples here. So here's this one. DM me with the word system, comment down below. This is a good one. Let's see here. Scroll down a little. Okay, so this is an example of a reel with a send me a DM, comment down below. So you can do those on reels as well. I do those all the time on reels, actually. Okay, so let's talk about what to put in these long captions, because I think it's really important you kind of know what you're supposed to be talking about in those. So you're not just writing long shit for the sake of writing long shit, because that's not helpful for anybody. I get really vulnerable and really brave and really honest in my reels. I hold nothing back. I share and I share and I share. Not airing my dirty laundry, but not holding anything back in terms of my experience, in terms of my education, in terms of all the things I've learned. So here's a great example. I'll be transparent with you. It's a Monopoly game. So talking about like, what is it like to run a 7-figure business? It's like Monopoly money. You're playing with fake money. So that's like something people would want to know. It's interesting, I guess. Most important thing you need to do is to sell one product. That's a helpful tip. It's kind of lonely to make this much money. That's true. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable sometimes. So that's me being vulnerable and honest. Like, that's true. People are weird about making this much money, especially when I talk about it on Instagram. So yeah, it can get weird sometimes. I share that. And then number 4 is like, it's actually, and this is true, like I really do mean this. It was way easier to hit 7 figures than I thought it was going to be, because I just decided to like do what my coach said to do. So I'll pull up another one so you can kind of get an idea. Here's some helpful tips. Concentrated heavily on upsells, and then I gave another bonus tip. I created a very simple funnel. So basically this is what I did to go from $7 per order to $400 per order total, meaning like you can kind of see here, I was like, okay, 100 orders used to equal $700. Now 100 orders times $400 per order equals 40,000. So basically just sharing what I did to get my average order value up so high. That's basically what I put in the captions. Let's see if I can pull up. Here's another. Yeah, so they're just like step by steps a lot of times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. Oh, that's cute. That's my grandma commenting. That is so cute. That's so cute. That made me lose my train of thought. My grandma's so sweet. So yeah, you can see here's another example, step by step. I like tutorials. Those always do really, really well. Let's see if I can find one where it's like more vulnerable. I'm just talking. Yeah, this is when I'm just talking and having a conversation. What I recommend you do too is go to my Instagram. Check out my last 10 captions to see what I'm currently doing. I guarantee you it's probably really similar to this, but you can always do that. You can always just go to my Instagram and see what I'm up to and see what's working for me right now. It's gonna probably be really similar to this. That's the breakdown of captions. And the most important thing for you to take away is that a caption has 2 jobs. 1, it's to get Reels to loop, so write long content. 2, it's to get them to take a really specific call to action. And if you are making, let's see, if you are making these kind of calls to action, this is a super important metric. You need to do these in 70% of the content that you make. So this will be obvious later, why, but right now I want you to write down that 70% of your captions need to have this 2-step process. So send me a DM with the word blank, comment down below so I know to send you the link. 70% of your content, whether it's carousels or it's reels, needs to have that. All right, let's talk about, what are we talking about next? We're talking about carousel walkthroughs. Actually, no, I want to share some observations that I've noticed with reels, and then we're going to do carousel walkthroughs.